Massive earthquake in China. Kills tens and tens of thousands. A massive earthquake has struck central China, killing more than 9,000 people, and 18,000 still buried under the rubble. The 7.9 magnitude earthquake was among the worst ever, devastating a hilly region of small cities and towns in Sichuan and nearby provinces. In one county, 80% of the buildings had collapsed, raising fears the overall death toll could increase sharply. A chemical plant also collapsed in Xifang City, to the northeast of the quake's epicenter, burying hundreds of people and sending more than 80 tons of toxic liquid ammonia leaking from the site. The earthquake sent tens of thousands of people rushing out of buildings and into the streets hundreds of miles away in Beijing and Shanghai. The earthquake was felt hundreds, if not thousands of miles away, and as far away as Pakistan, Vietnam, and Thailand. The earthquake was one of the deadliest in at least 3 decades. The earthquake struck hilly country leading up to its Tibetan highlands, toppling buildings. The earthquake occurred in an area with numerous fault lines that have triggered destructive earthquakes before. Traffic jams, no running water, power outages, everyone sitting in the streets, patients evacuated from hospitals, sitting outside and waiting. In one city, a water pipe ruptured near the city's southern railway station, flooding a main road. Skyscrapers in Shanghai swayed back and forth, and most office occupants went rushing into the streets. The quake was felt as far away as the Vietnamese capital of Hanoi, where some people rushed out of swaying office buildings and into the streets downtown. A building in the Thai capital of Bangkok also was evacuated after the earthquake was felt there. It was a very major event. A magnitude 7.9 earthquake is considered a major event, capable of causing widespread damage and injuries in populated areas. Perhaps people shouldn't build cities or towns or put big buildings along fault lines where they could fall down when an earthquake comes along, as they already have before. They did not learn by experience. Where is the common sense? Can they not build earthquake-proof buildings? Or perhaps it's because they cost too much money. It's a matter of money, huh? Or perhaps there's too many people on the planet. Anyway, people kill people by their stupidity or their errors, because they don't build earthquake-proof tall buildings in an earthquake fault line zone. Anyway, this is also about the pole shift. before the pole shift, the inside of the magma, or the magma core of the Earth, which is made of melted molten rocks, which are magnetic. The core of the Earth is made of iron. It has to shift too. Combine this with global warming, climate change, and all the things that human beings have done, like tearing down the forests and the trees, building giant cities and towns and fault zones, or in tornado, or areas where tornadoes are along the coast of the ocean, where hurricanes can hit. People put other people in danger that way. Common sense alone would tell people. I guess there can be some very violent weather events or earthquakes that do happen, and people have to prepare for it. Build safe buildings. Perhaps not live where these things happen, although they still do, don't they? Anyway, these are more signs. And yes, the pole shift has begun. Inside the Earth is connected to the atmosphere, which is connected to the magnetic poles, or the electromagnetic field surrounding the Earth. Everything is connected. And in order for the pole to shift, inside to the Earth have to shift too, some kind of way. Of course, they're made of different viscosities, which means they'll shift, and really nobody really knows for sure. There really wasn't anybody around for the last pole shift. It really theoretically only happens like every 500,000 years. But extreme weather events, it's an indicator or a sign of the pole shift. It's a key sign. And yes, this does have to do with the return of the Lord of the Light. The Earth, the Sun, the center of the galaxy, they're all like electromagnetic engines. It pulls God right on in. It's like reversing the polarity. And these are more signs.